My name is Chuck Black. I was initiated in Bradford Lodge March of 1990. I was passed to the fellowcraft degree in April of 1990 and raised in May of 1990 also. Left there and become Scottish Rite about 6 months later. When I was growing up, my father was an instructor up here. And at the age of 10, 11 years old, I could probably do every degree. If you asked me the questions, I could answer every degree for when they was being instructed. So I heard it because my room was right above where they was doing their classes at my mother and dad's house. So it kind of lit a fire in me then. But my passion is drag racing, so I didn't always see eye to eye, and I wouldn't take the time to put time into this. So I really didn't get in here until I was 30, whatever the heck I was, 33 years old or something like that. And so the part of it was what I had heard. Of course, I've been around it. My dad went in, I believe, in '64. So I was up there to the bank when Bradford was up to the bank. I would go up there at Christmas time, and every time they'd have a get together. So I think that was part of it. My dad's a Mason. All my uncles were Masons. My cousins were Masons. My brother's a Mason. My brother-in-laws were Masons. You know, so it was. I guess I was looking for to be part of them. It's what I was trying to do. You know, and it after I finally retired, where I could get into it full time, where I drove a truck at the end of my career. I was gone all the time, but after I retired, then I got into Mason really heavily. I mean, it was my passion then. And, you know, it was just something that I really, after I got into it and really started understanding a lot of it, I enjoyed it a lot, and that kind of get me more and more fire for me to come up here more and more. My career, I was a union mechanic, and as the plant shut down, then I went to Georgetown, and I could only get the rest of my retirement time by driving a truck. So I was gone all week, and like I said before, you know, it was hard for me to get to Lodge, but my family understood because I was gone all week driving a truck, and being a drag racer by passion. When I got home on the weekend, I was gone racing, you know. So it was, my wife she's the one that raised my kids. It wasn't me. I was there for a little bit, but not a whole lot. And it's been, I don't drag race like I used to. And of course, I don't drive a truck now that I'm retired. So like I said, it's so much easier for me to get into masonry the way I have now. It's probably one of my biggest passions right now. Here's the joke around the house. Honey, don't you have a lodge you need to go to tonight? And can't you get out there and go do something, you know? And, you know, she went with me as I was a district deputy. She would go to me, different lodges and different district meetings and stuff like that. And, but as far as her support me, she come from a Masonic family too. Her mother was in the Eastern Star. Her dad was a Mason too. So she understood everything. She might not be an Eastern Star, but she understood everything it took for her mother to be there and her dad and myself to be there. So she accepts it, and we get along just fine, you know. I didn't expect to be the fellowship and the brotherhood. The brotherhood is the best part of it all. You know, you get accepted by, I don't care who it is, and there ain't a person in this lodge that's the same person. You have so many different guys that comes in here, and you're in different lives and different things that they do that you come together from one passion. So that is one of the greatest things that I like about it. Just odds and end things that, that go on, and then they get answered by other brothers. And that's one of the things I didn't expect. I really didn't. This lodge is not changed. It's exactly like it was in 1968 when it was built. We as a lodge are wanting to redo the walls in here, redo the ceiling, the floor, and some other things. But a small number of members, we have small paychecks or money that we get to work by, so we do it little by little. And so as the members come in, everybody puts in, and we're getting ready to redo the inside of this lodge, and try to make it a little bit more, we'll say, in the 2020 area instead of the 1968, which there's nothing wrong with our lodge, but there's a lot that could be added, and a lot could make it a little bit more appearing, nicer. And so we're trying to dress it up a little bit, so maybe we can bring the public in. At Christmas, we gave 40 bikes last year, and this year we was trying to get 100, but we made it up to 77. So, and these are all new bikes. These are not used bikes. These are all new bikes. My wife and I, Thanksgiving morning at 4 o'clock in the morning, got up and bought 50 bikes on the internet through Walmart, and so that's one of the benefits we got. We as a lodge up here, we have people come to us in the neighborhood and they say, hey, can we have a get together here, and we'll let them do it in the basement or use our parking lots. So we try to do what we can to help the neighborhood around here to make it better for them too. And it's better for us. If we get along with the neighborhood, they get along with us. So my favorite part of being anything in Masonic is the degree work. I love to do degree work. I would do degree work 12 months a year if I possibly could. I enjoy every part of it because I think it makes my brain work a little bit better. I have to learn, and I never was a very smart person in school. I got by, but this here, it puts me on another level of learning and repeating and getting up and speaking and stuff like that. That was not a big thing when I was in school, so this has really broadened my eyes on it, If I could change anything in this, not only this lodge, but other lodges, I would try to get the members to be more active together, because they're not. They're coming here for a brotherhood, but they're not taking it out with them out somewhere else other than this lodge. It's I feel that we should be together, whether it's here, downtown, drag strip, baseball field, or wherever. We should be together. And it's like I said, it's not just this lodge. It's biggest majority of all lodges. They don't continually doing things together. Not saying they all have to be together all the time, but they should do some more things together. I really feel that way. The amount of people that I have met since I've been in here, and gone to different lodges, different districts, different states, different things that I've done, is unbelievable, because guys that I know now, and their wives too, I would have never met if it hadn't been for this. I have traveled a lot in the past year and years before, and I have met people all over this state, Ohio, Indiana, Tennessee, been to Hawaii. I sat in lodge in Hawaii, and I got friends there. And actually I have a friend that's in Hawaii, is the secretary. His daughter lives in Lexington. And I met him down there, and right now I couldn't even tell you what his name is because I'm put on the spot right now. But yeah, I've met all kinds of guys that I talk to all the time during the week even. I would have never known them if it hadn't been for this, and it's been the greatest eye-opening thing there is. I enjoyed every minute that I spent as district deputy. I mean, I traveled. I was in 20 different district meetings in Kentucky. I was in, I don't know, I know I was well over 120 lodges in 1 year. I went to Ohio with Darren Wilson, our past grandmaster, and I met his brother and the district deputy up there. Well, I didn't know that Ohio, their district deputies is for 3 years. And I turned around and told Darren Wilson at that point in time, I said, if we did that in Kentucky, I said, I'd stay a district deputy. I'd do it over again in a heartbeat because I enjoyed every minute of it. I didn't have a bad lodge in my district whatsoever. And I'd done a lot of out of district work too, and I enjoyed every minute of it. I think it was because I felt I was doing a service for others, and it was very educational. In the beginning, whew, I thought, man, I am over my head, and the little more I got at it, the more I enjoyed it, and the more fun I had then. And I had quite a few past district deputies told me, they said, make sure you have fun. That's the best part, to have fun. And as far as the Grand Lodge, I had a good Grand Lodge experience with them too. Everything I would, if they come today and ask me to be district deputy today, I'd be out doing it right now. I'd have my suit on and be traveling. I went to the lodge twice in a year and a half, and I didn't wear a suit. Actually, I went a Monday night and Tuesday night. I didn't wear a suit, and I actually felt naked because I didn't have a suit on. I felt funny. So, and I made the statement, I was at Fort Thomas Lodge. I said, it's the second time I said, I really feel funny. I ain't got a suit on, to be in lodge. So, yeah, as district deputy, I can say everything was great. I enjoyed every minute of it. Being a good Mason, a good master, a good district deputy, and a good Mason. That's what I would rather it be done that way, And I would want the lodge to say that I was, that it was, I was good at what I did. I want my grandchildren to be able to say, well, my grandpa done that. I have heard people say that, well, my grandpa done this and my grandpa done that. Well, I can only say my dad and my uncle said, because there was nobody before him that was in the lodge. And so my dad instructed 104 members of this lodge, and he instructed members down to DeMoss and Taylor and Barry and some other places, and Orion. And it was, I would like to be, even though I don't instruct, but I do the degree work, I would like to be known and leave this legacy that I did this.